All right, Kat. Well, about 3 months ago, 4 months ago maybe, I did a little video thing. And I'd said there was no two ways about it. Even though Labour had said there's no way they were going to put all the taxes and that up. They were going to have to. Because there's nowhere for the money to come from. Because instead of them trying to make the UK prosperous, the UK makes money, let's get the exports going, blah, 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 get the exports in, get the imports in, rather, exports out, let's have UK Limited rolling again. Yeah? No. We're not generating money. We're not doing anything. We're just sliding gradually down this horrible hole, and their answer would have to be, we're going to have to raise taxes. So they danced around it for, 12 months, innit? They danced around it. Put the taxes up when they first got in. Right, and then she promises, Reeves, that is, well, we're never going to put the taxes up again, that's it. We've had to come to you once, we won't be doing it again now. We've had to come to you once, that's it. And I said 3 or 4 months ago, there's no way they're going to have to put the taxes up again. There's just no chance. Anyway, information starts to slide out, doesn't it? They're going to have to put the taxes up. They're going to have to put the taxes up. And then she appears the other day and waffles on for an hour on the TV, but doesn't actually say anything. But what that was about was preparing us for these taxes that we're going to get absolutely swatted with at the end of this month being November. And since she's done that, to say that their feedback has been negative is putting it mildly. Their feedback has been that bad that they might as well all just dig a great big hole in number 10 and all get in it, and then somebody concrete over the top of them. Because none of them would be missed. Not one of them. Useless is not the word. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetically shite. We've got these idiots, fools, imbeciles running our country into the ground. That's the bit I needed to put on the end there, wasn't it? Running it into the ground. It's crazy. And their answer to it all is, I know, let's raise the taxes. I thought that Labour was not the party of the taxes. Hey? What the fuck? So, they prepared us all for the taxes to rise. Taxes are going to rise left, right and fucking centre. And soon as the feedback becomes that negative that everyone wants to dig this hole, throw them in it and concrete over it in the garden of number 10. As soon as the feedback becomes so negative, suddenly, we're not going to raise taxes anymore. We've changed our minds. Do they ever stop to realise that this crackpot crazy indecision prevents any fucking company that there is or is potentially going to be coming to this country, makes them all stop and think, fuck this, because none of these arseholes know what they're doing. None of them. So why would we want to be involved in the UK? You can't blame them, can you? We're going to tax you, we're going to tax you, we're not going to tax you, we are going to tax you, we're not going to tax you. Now we're going to tax you, but we're not going to tax you. But if we tax you, we won't tax you. Reeves would be good as a lollipop lady. That, I'm very sorry, lollipop ladies, was a terrible insult to you girls. Reeves is, I don't know, what is Reeves? Reeves, Lammy, fucking Starma, oh my God. Where and how have these twats, A, come from, and B, been able to get there? How have they got to these positions? Where the fuck did they appear from? Who thought that this was a good idea? Where's the, how many is it, 300,000 people and members of the Labour Party? Wake up, people. Smell the roses. Don't understand. What the fuck are you doing? Why have you got, out of 300,000 people, there's none of you people that are switched on enough to see that these twats that you've got in charge don't know what they're doing? Really? That's not possible. There's 300,000 of you. For crying out loud. Find somebody, will you? It's not going to end well, this. This is already catastrophic. It's shite. It's shite for Labour. It's been shite for the Conservatives. They're dead in the water. They've just sunk like a turd in the pond. They're gone. Labour are going the same way. Let's be honest. Labour are only there because the Conservatives fucked it up for 15 years. And then Boris, with his weird hairdo, with his Vileda super mop on his head, decided that he'd have a party. Woo! And it's kind of debatable whether Starmer had a party or not, but anyway, everyone decided that he didn't. Fair enough. Stood there with a pint in his hand and an Indian, everyone having a get together. Like, I mean, yeah, it looked like a party to me, but never mind. Who cares? My problem is, Mr. Nigel Farage seems to me to be a good lad on the ball at the moment. At the moment. By 2029, is he still going to be on the ball? Who knows? Everybody gets a little power crazed, especially when there's no opposition. We need opposition. And Labour are going to be the opposition. Because you're not going to be in charge. If you're carrying like this, you're not even going to get to 2029. You've got no chance. You've got more chance of pulling a golden goat out your arse. It's not going to happen. So Labour need to get themselves sorted out. And you need to start doing something now. Right now. Get shut of all this dead wood and start again. So that us that vote, me, I can actually have a choice. A real choice. Not just go down to the ballot box there, get in the little cubicle, get me pen out, and put X marks the spot on what? On what? Conservatives? Pfft, yeah, right. Labour? Well, where are you going? Where are you going? So what have I got to vote for now? I've got Mr. Farage and Reform, which at the moment looks definitely the best bet to me. I've got the Green Party. Oh my God. How about Screaming Lord Such and the Monster Raving Loony Party? Eh? Because at the moment he's got more chance than Conservatives. And the way Labour's going, he's going to have more chance than them and all. I want a choice. I want a choice. One of them's going to be Reform. Who's the other going to be? Because if you don't leave me a choice, it's going to be Reform. And we all know what happens. If there isn't a choice, I want them to get in. I do. I want Reform to get in because I want somebody else to have a go. I want some businessmen running the place and not dickheads that have just piled out of eating and all been in the same class. Oh, the class of 15, darling. You have a look at some of them photographs. They're all in it. Everybody that you recognise from our governments over the past 10 years, they're all in the same classes in eating. It's unfucking-believable. Well, none of them know what they're doing. They're all shit. We can run a list out as long as your arm now. That's why they put a turnstile on the front of number 10 so all the Conservatives could take it in turns of being fucking Prime Minister for 15 years. And where did that get us? Nowhere. Slid down a fucking big hole and did nothing that any of the people wanted you to do. Nothing. Nothing. Fuck all. Labour are doing the same thing. When are these people going to learn? Let's have someone else in there. Let's have the businessmen in there. Let's make UK Limited earn some money so people stop porking us for taxes. Let's get the country to make money. Let's get the GDP up per capita so each person's generating more money. Not just bring millions of people in. Let's get someone generating money. That's what we need. That'll be cool. That'd be great. But the biggest concern for me at the moment is I want a choice. I want a choice between parties. So someone's got to create a party that's worth even thinking about voting for. Because at the moment we've got Reform and then a line drawn under it. There isn't anyone else. There's nothing. So start thinking, start working, start doing something. Let's have some people who know what's going on, man. This is terrible. Because if you don't leave a choice, everyone's going to vote Reform. And initially, that won't be a bad thing. That'll be an absolutely great thing, in my opinion. But I like democracy. There ain't much in democracy if there's nothing else to vote for but one party. That then becomes one-party politics. Never ends well, never goes well. Just won't work. I don't care how good the intentions are to start with. And at the moment, the likes of Tim Rice and Lee Anderson and Nigel seems great to me. Seems great. Will it stay that way? That's the danger. Will these people stay in these same positions or will they get ousted by other bastards? Will money rule the roost? There's always a possibility. Anyway, I'm going. So, food for thought. Create, stay sane.